So for the next one, we're going to do another one that we really like. Polyswarm is doing pretty damn good still.
Polyswarm.
NCT, one of the best bags I had so far.
Oh yeah, your profit taken. Okay.
All right.
Whenever
So
you're ready.
we're going to do some light technical analysis on Polyswarm, ticker NCT. I'm going to hand it over to Crypto Poppy.
All right. So we have Polyswarm paired with the US dollar. Monthly time frame data is coming in from Coinbase. So similarly to AMP, you could see we were listed here January 1st, 2022, and all we did was melt to the downside. We get a little pump up here. Really, again, like I've said before, a dead cat bounce before getting rejected back down. Went for another pump up to the upside, but that was just filled with sells before consolidating, moving back down to the downside, pumping back up, making a beautiful movement to about the mid 5-cent range before just rejecting back down, rejecting, coming back down here, making that cup formation. I wouldn't really call it cup and handle formation, doesn't really look like it on the charts, especially with the big wick to the upside. So we make that big movement back up to the upside, a beautiful wick up to about 11 cent range, and that's where Jonathan had some sell orders up there. That boy took some profit before we got rejected right back down, and we closed right at our previous candle body.
Man, that's a huge
high
wick.
Oh, we can measure that.
Yeah,
it's
let's
insane.
see how.
It is insane. So from the top of the candle body to the top of the wick is 148% to the upside and retraced all the way back down. So a huge movement in such a small time frame. And ever since then, we came back down to the downside. We tried to find our bottom. We tried to slightly consolidate for a few months before trying to pop up to the upside. But you could see here, we're still battling the 236 level, which I should adjust my chart real quick because it's been a while. Let's bring it out slightly. And let me find the bottom again, right about there. Lock it back into place. So you can see we're battling the 236, still trying to get back above it. And the instant we do, the way NCT moves, once we break this 236 level, I know we're going to go straight to the 618 at the high 3-cent range, almost 4 cents. So look for the NCT to be back at about 4 cents relatively soon. But again, when we do move up to the upside, NCT is wick happy. So expect a wick probably to our trend line here to come up and wick up to say roughly about 7 cents, which also lines up with our red box of resistance, which we could slide over now as well. Let's do this. Oh no, get me right in the middle. There we go. Let's move that over and lock it back into place. So let's potentially look to wick to about the red box of resistance. Mid 6 cents range up to about 7 cents would be a safe bet for NCT. But when that movement does come in, when that wick does happen, don't expect it to last for long. Regardless if that means we're going to come right back down to maybe the 618 level, or if that means we're going to go back up to about 12 cents and start approaching and nearing all-time highs to break all-time highs. So when NCT moves, it moves. Like there's not too many coins like NCT when it does move. So let's take a look at the weekly time frame, see if it's showing us anything different. It just looks like after our rejection, we just came straight down. We're trying to find our bottom before potentially moving up to the upside. So the smaller movements to the upside, little rejection support, instead of going straight wicking up to these levels, candle bodies over a couple week span, not as healthy, not as sustainable. So let's see what NCT could do. Are we going to wick up and go crazy to 6.5 to 7 cents, then just come crashing right back down to the 3 cent, 2 cent, maybe even penny range? I mean, we'll find out sooner rather than later, but everything looks good with NCT. If you're looking for some potential take profits, I would definitely say 6.5 to 7 cents with maybe 10 cents with another sell limit. But again, not financial advice. NCT looks great.
Let's pull out the ruler real quick and see how much are we looking at to that red box, because it looks like a big jump right there.
Oh yeah, roughly from current price to the bottom of the red box is 201%. Top of the red box 213%. Then to our trend line to retest it 245%. So big beautiful things with NCT, but again, remember this wick from the top of the candle body to the top of the wick was 125% movement. So let's say we make a candle up here to the 618. Now we'd have to do that measurement from there, so we'd be breaking all-time highs. So NCT is pump happy when it moves, but it does take its time, you know what I mean?
And it's very short-lived, so
definitely recommend having buy and or sell limits set and forgot specifically when it comes to NCT, just like you did.
yeah, exactly. Because I just said them, and then when it popped up, I didn't even have to worry about it. We just boom, 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 hit every single level that I put on there, and I wasn't, I wasn't stressing about it. Like
Wasn't thinking about it.
wasn't thinking about it. Wasn't thinking about okay, I had to sell this point. So it's always good to do that. It takes the stress out of this game of swing trading Bitcoin, or I mean, crypto in general. So
Right.
have a plan, guys. Always have a plan if you're gonna get into this. If you're thinking for the long term, I think it's mostly better for most people just to buy and forget about it and treat it as a savings account. And then later on, 5 years down the line, most likely you'll be in profit.
Oh yeah.